everybody. What's going on? Hopefully, you're having a great day. Today, I'm here to go over the 3 mistakes that you might be making on your Facebook personal profile page that could be costing you referrals from your sphere of influence. Now, why is this topic so important? Let me tell you why. The average North American spends almost 3 hours a day on social media. Can you believe it? And if they're hanging out there, what better place to showcase yourself as part of your digital name badge on the same place that they're hanging out anyway. But the reason we're talking about your personal page and not your business page, you guys, is because you're going to get way more referrals on your personal page than you ever will your business page. And while you can't be sitting on your personal page doing business all day because that violates Facebook's terms and conditions, there are some things that you can do to make yourself stand out to your sphere on your personal page. And we're going to talk about 3 of those mistakes and how to correct them so you can make it easier for your sphere to send you referrals. So I'm really excited about this topic. It's something that we have noticed with a lot of our coaching clients that had to be corrected. And I just thought, man, I really want to tell everybody about this since it's something that we see so many times on people's profiles that are just not enhanced the way that they should be to get the maximum number of business or maximum referrals. So that's what we're here to talk about today. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't be shy in the comments. We're actually streaming live on a whole bunch of our channels: YouTube, my personal page, our business pages. So no matter where you're watching from, don't be shy. Let me know in the chat. And thanks for joining us. And even if you happen to watch this later, you can still chat with us. We check that throughout. Hey, Rocky. So we've got some of you joining us now, and we're glad to have you here. This is just a very fun topic, but welcome across all the platforms. We're glad that you are here today. And if we haven't already, for more education, even past what we're going to talk about today, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel where we have tons of free content to help you be more influential in your real estate business. And that is so important, you guys, because what got you from point A to point B is not usually what gets you from B to C and so on and so forth. We have to always be evolving. We love to talk about lead generation and new marketing tactics. So head over, you can click the link inside the comments and head over to the YouTube page and get subscribed so that you're notified anytime we have a new video. But thank you guys so much for joining me. We're going to go over the 3 mistakes that you might be making on your Facebook personal profile page and how to correct those to get the maximum number of referrals. Now, if we have never met before, my name is Amber Joy. I'm the CEO at Influential Agent, and I am on a mission to help real estate agents use the latest in technology so that they can influence in their local markets and build a business worth having and have a life of joy and prosperity. So thank you for being here with us. I'm going to go ahead and get started, you guys. I'm just going to this isn't even going to last that long, but hopefully it's really helpful to you. I know it has been to a lot of our coaching clients. Let's see, we've got some chat coming in. All right, cool. And I can see those, so thank you, everybody. Hey, Ed Eakin. Hey, Wendy. Thanks for joining us here. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and get started on what the 3 are. I'm just going to go ahead and tell them to you and then show you some examples. I don't have like a fancy PowerPoint. I'm just going to give you the info so that you can go get this fixed on your pages so that you can take advantage of getting more referrals. All right, out of the 3 mistakes you might be making on your Facebook personal profile page that's costing you referrals, number 1 is that you are not utilizing your cover art to its fullest potential. Now, what is cover art? Cover art is when you click on someone's name. Have you ever been on Facebook or any social media for that matter? But today we're talking about Facebook, and somebody comments on your thing and you don't really recognize who they are. So what's the first thing you do? You go to click on their profile and see what's about them. Well, when you open that up, you're going to see their cover art. Now, this is a free online billboard that you could be using, and it's way more valuable than the $5,000 and $6,000 magazine ads that you guys are taking out that you don't even know if they work to give you business. It costs lots of money, and people maybe see it one time. Your cover art is something that's free, and it's a way for you to train your friends, family, clients, friends on Facebook, even other agents from across the country that you want to receive their incoming referrals. It's a way to train them that you are the real estate expert. Now, why do you have to train them that you're the real estate expert? Let me tell you, psychologically, your sphere remembers you how they met you. Okay, so for me, it might be Amber Savannah's mom, or Amber that they met at PTA, or Amber that they used to go to school with, or Amber from church. And however you met them is how they have you in their mind. And it's up to you with your marketing to retrain them from now on that it's Amber, the real estate expert. Okay. And your cover art is just one of the ways that you can do that. And it's a big deal because your friends are hanging out on Facebook. So what a great place to showcase and retrain them how to think of you. So I'm going to give you guys an example of what some cover art looks like that is done really well. Okay. I could have given you some examples of really bad cover art. But I don't want to embarrass anybody because, hey, I used to be there too where I didn't have good cover art. But I wanted to pull up one of our coaching clients that's just nailing it as far as she chose to really do a great job of showcasing and training her sphere. She is killing it. So I'm going to pull up the screen and show you guys. This is Erica Parker, and this is her personal page. This is not her business page. And this is, when you click on her name, this is her cover art at the top of her Facebook page. She is making it real clear, isn't she, how you should think of her. Okay, so if you need a realtor, you know that she is your woman. And keep in mind, guys, I want you to really think about this. This is a big one for me. As a consumer who is not a realtor, when they look at your stuff, like Erica's stuff, it is a reflection of the kind of marketing that you'll do for their home. Do you understand that? Everything is leaving a perception, every piece of marketing that you do, including what's on your personal page. So for example, if you don't know how to market yourself well online, how the heck is the consumer going to think that you're going to market their home well online? I'm going to say that one more time. If you can't market yourself well online, how the heck are you going to convince other people that you're going to be able to market their home well online? Okay, even if they're not a techie person that's going to list, they know that their agent needs to know how to market well online in this day and age. So it's important. Everything you do, everything that's attached to you is setting a perception. So my question to you today is, if I was to look at your cover art, what are you training me to remember you as? Okay, what would it say about you? What would your cover art say about your marketing skills? Now, here's the great news. You don't actually have to be an expert at making graphics to get this done. You can make it for free in Canva. If you're semi-good at Canva, they have templates for Facebook cover art, but you can also go to Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com, hire someone to make one for you because it's not a good use of your time, but you definitely want to have this on your profile. Okay. Now you also want to have this on your business page. That's a no-brainer, but I would encourage you to also have this on your personal page. Now, some of you might disagree with me, but I'm telling you from experience that you'll get way more referrals from your personal page than you ever will your business page. As a matter of fact, when's the last time that you looked? Let me know in the comments, you guys. When's the last time you were scrolling through Facebook? Okay. And you saw a business page there that didn't have the word sponsored next to it. Let me know. When's the last time you were scrolling through your Facebook page and you saw a business page that didn't have the word sponsored next to it, meaning it's a paid ad? It is next to never, you guys. Even if your sphere, friends, family, other realtors have liked your business page, they're seeing it in their algorithm less than 2% of the time. I would say nil ever. So what's the point of having a business page, you might ask? Well, you need a business page to take out your Facebook ads, first of all, okay? And that's something we also teach here at Influential Agent that could be huge for your sphere of influence so that you're in front of them at all times. Way more powerful than sending postcards, but I digress. That's a whole nother call that we would do. So this is retraining your sphere of how to think of you, setting up your digital name badge to be the best it can be so that the perception that you're leaving is that you are a rock star realtor, that you know how to market, and that you are the one that they should list their home with. Okay, so that is what it is cover art. You can delegate it to somebody else, but get that up, you guys, because what is your cover art saying about you? I'm just curious. You guys let me know in the chat. Okay, so I've just showcased a really good cover art here, and kudos to Erica Parker. She's in the Houston area, if anybody listening has referrals for Houston. Let's say here. Whew. All right, so that was number one mistake that you might be making on your Facebook personal page. Let's go over now and let me know if this is something that you guys already have, and even screenshot it and put it in the comments. I would love to see your cover art and what you are doing with that. Number two, you guys, out of the three mistakes that you might be making is that in your personal profile, under the intro section, okay, first of all, this intro should be written, okay? And make sure you let people know you're an agent. Now, mine has personal stuff there too because it's my personal page, so it might be talking about how I'm a mom and some of the hobbies I have. But the fact that I'm a realtor is definitely going to be in there. But also, here's what I want you to look at. This is the section that most people have wrong, in my opinion, okay? So what they have here is they don't have their personal page connected to their business page for their consumers, meaning for their friends, for their sphere of influence. And this is kind of a big deal, you guys. You need to make it easy for your sphere to not only see that you're a realtor, but you want to make it easy for them to find your website or your business page. Okay, so instead of not having anything here, you want to make sure that's connected to your business page. Now, the second mistake people make in the same category is because number one is they either don't have their business page attached here at all, or if they do, usually it's connected to what page, you guys? Let me know in the chat. If they have something in that category, usually it's connected to their broker's business page. Well, let me ask you something. If you send people your sphere of influence and they look you up and they want to send you a referral, so they click on that so they can find your business page, and it takes them away from your page and moves them to your broker's page, what's going to happen to that lead? More than likely, you have just lost it. It's going to go to the brokerage, and then it's probably going to go to whoever's on phone time or next in line for that lead. Well, that was your sphere of influence. You want to keep people in your funnel, in your track. Okay, so what you can do here is connect this not only to connect it, but connect it to your business page. And as far as compliance goes, you guys, you want to make sure you're following whatever rules your brokerage has. But as you can see here, Erica has her broker on her business page. So you are still compliant when they go and click on your business page, not your broker's. It's going to say what broker you're with on your business page. So you are still compliant. You're not trying to represent yourself as your own broker unless you are your own broker. So you're fine compliance-wise, but you need to keep them in your track. Keep them with you and not taking them to a third-party site where that lead is lost. Okay, so number two, just to recap, is not only do you want to connect a business page there to your personal page, but you want to connect it to yours, not your brokerage. But of course, you have to disclose your brokerage. Any questions on that? I have some comments coming in. Yes, Donna, I hear you, girl. Now you know what to do. Okay, so we are moving on to number three, and we're going to round this up, you guys. The number three mistake that a lot of people are making on their Facebook personal page that could be costing you referrals from your sphere of influence is that your contact information is not on there. You guys, I cannot tell you how many realtors I have seen on Facebook when I go to find their contact information, it's not there. And again, your friends are hanging out on this platform. Let's say somebody's talking to another friend. They know that they're moving and they're like, oh my gosh, maybe it's not your bestie, so they're not in your cell phone, but they know who you are and they want to send you a referral. But you're not close enough that they have you in their cell phone sometimes. Or maybe they forget that you are, okay? So you want to make it easy for them to find your contact information. So if we go back to Facebook in the example of Erica, under the her personal page, as long as you filled out the about section, you guys, one of those is contact information. Okay? And so you'll be able to see her phone number, which I just took out just so she's not harassed with calls. Unless it's a good referral, then she'll take that. But she also has her websites. Okay. Looks like she also has some compliance forms in here. Good for you, Erica. I mean, my goodness, I am loving it. But she's making it easy for people to send her a referral, and she's making it easy to find her contact information. The more someone has to look, they're going to be like, never mind, I'm not going to send the referral. They'll find somebody. No, make it easy for someone to send you a referral. Make sure that your contact information is filled out. Now, for those of you that might be thinking, Amber, I'm really uncomfortable putting my cell phone number out there. Well, a couple of things. You could use Google Voice that then rings your cell phone number. You could just put your website on there. You could create a form that's refertoamber.com where they can do, or a contact form, whatever makes you more comfortable. But I also want to challenge you that in most cases, you're handing out your business cards everywhere that has that cell phone number on it. So whatever makes you comfortable, because I know there's a lot of spammers out there, give them a way to contact you. Okay, make it easy for somebody to give you referrals. This is so, so important. And again, something that most realtors are missing on their personal page, even though their personal page is where they're going to get the most referrals. Now, I do want to give a little shout out to Erica also, because this is her personal page, but when you click on her business page, this queen has got this thing pimped out here too. I mean, she is giving a unique value proposition right in her cover art. She's giving you a free book and download so she can get your contact information. I mean, this girl is on it. And so I just want to give a huge shout out to her for just doing an amazing job at making sure her digital name badge is shining. And I'm just so proud of you, Erica, and thank you for letting me showcase that today, because you rock. Okay, so let's quickly recap the 3 mistakes that you might be making on Facebook on your personal profile page that could be costing you referrals from your sphere. Number 1 is not utilizing the cover art to train your sphere how to think of you. Number 2 is connect your business page to your personal profile, okay, by telling it where you work. And it's not to your broker, it's to your business page where you then have it disclosed who your broker is. Number 3, make sure that people have a way to contact you. Make sure that the contact information is filled out. Now, I want you to make sure that as much of the, let me show you this page, as much of this is filled out as possible, the intro and all these other, I don't want you to think that those aren't important. Fill out as much of it as you can, but those 3 are definitely crucial, okay? The ones that I just gave you. And Jason said, isn't your phone number on your website anyway? It's on your broker's website. I mean, your phone number is listed everywhere, pretty much. So if you don't want it to be, think about that, and that's okay, but you got to make it easy for your contact information to be out there. I think Jason's just saying, well, you're putting it everywhere else anyway, okay? Just be careful about who you are meeting, okay? So I love it. Thanks, Jason. Okay, that is your three things. Hopefully, this helps you. I hope you take action on getting these corrected. It's something that you can correct right away, cost little to no money to correct if you're doing it yourself, and it costs very little money to have somebody design one for you on Fiverr. Fiverr came about because Fiverr stood for $5, what somebody would do for $5. Jason and I joke now, it's more like 35er. But either way, it's just something that you're paying periodically or one time, and get that looking good. You want your business page to also have cover art. But this is an important part of your digital name badge. So I hope this information helped you. Let me know in the comments what your biggest aha was, or which of the three you need to change or get implemented so that you make sure that your digital name badge is mwah. Okay, let me know what you're going to be implementing today. Now, I do want to also give you guys an opportunity. Social media, you might be thinking, well, what do I post now? Okay, what can I post on my business page versus my personal page? Well, when you want to talk about getting the maximum number from your referrals, there should be a plan around what you're posting on your personal page, even your personal page on social media. And that is actually just one of 6 components that we put together to get the maximum number of referrals from our sphere of influence. Because what you guys need to understand is your sphere used to know a couple realtors, but now I just looked it up earlier today. We're at the highest number of realtors, I think, in history. NAR's June stats were there's 1,576,668 realtor licensees in NAR. So 1.5, over 1.5 million in the United States. So your sphere went from knowing 1 or 2 realtors to knowing a dozen. Okay, so what are you doing to rise to the top when they know more than one realtor? So what I would like you to do is take advantage of, we filmed a free masterclass. It's 1 hour long. And what I'm doing is giving you 6 ways to market to your sphere of influence using the latest in technology so that you are rising to the top above the other realtors that your sphere knows, because you're using the latest marketing strategies, but not just marketing strategies. These are strategies that help you to relationship build with your sphere of influence without sounding salesy. Okay, and without feeling like you're bothering them, and it's providing massive value. And when you wake up to provide value, who wouldn't want to hear from you? So if you want to know what those 6 components are, I have a free masterclass that you can take where I just give you all the information. So make sure you go check that out. I believe we put the comments in the comments. You can click on that link, and it is a on-demand training that you can watch anytime. So make sure you click on that link to get all 6 components that will help you to get the maximum number of referrals from your sphere of influence. All right, thanks for joining me today. If you happen to be watching this later, feel free to comment, and I'll do my best to check those out afterwards. If not, you can always email us at support@influentialagent.com if you have any questions. And also, let's connect on social media at Influential Agent. You guys have a fantastic day, and thanks